I'm back to the CAS server. First of all, let's open here the E drive. Then I have the CM automation. I delete already the source folder. And we have here the scripts. We are going to look after the prerequisites. Now the first thing, let's open the PowerShell as administrator. Now let's change the folder to the scripts folder and run the prerequisites.ps1. First thing, because this is a 2012 server, is asking the location for the 2012 DVD. I already inserted the DVD here and we have the F drive. Now the DVD. If you want, you can copy this the whole content to a folder or put a share file. In my case, here's the F drive. Am I going to prepare for the site server installation? Yes, I'm going to install CAS on this. It's going to be the central. Database is going to be local. Yes. Now we're going to install which version of SQL? 2012. We are going to install also reporting point and prepare the server for the SQL reporting services. Yes. And what's the account, or in this case, the execution account for the SQL server report server execution account, and the password. And prepare the server for software update. Yes. Change the members of the local administrators. Yes. Because we are not using GPO to add. Basically, it's going to happen is the SCCM admins group and the SCCM servers are local administrator on this box. Oops. Let me leave the default. And now it's going to, for example, create the no SMS on drive, register the CM trace, created the firewall rules for the SQL server, and also disable the firewall. If it's on your environment, you cannot disable the firewall, then you need to create all those rules for configuration manager. Then added the config manager servers in the config manager admins group as local admin, install .NET frameworks and so on. You can run this as many times as you want. Now, for example, I could run without installing database, for example, because I don't have the files here, for example. Then I could run this later on, only install the database, things like that. Now, if the feature has already been installed, it won't try to install again. Basically, if I run the second time, it won't try to install .NET Framework Core again because it's already been installed. In this case, it's doing a lot of things. It's going to prepare the whole server. We're going to see later on what exactly is being installed and so on. And in the meantime, I'm going to pause the video and be right back with you guys. After the script is finished, then we need to restart the computer. But before we restart the computer, let me show you what exactly happened. First, if you open here the C drive and D drive, you have the no SMS on drive. Also, we have here the encryption key for the SQL reporting, and it's using the password. Now, it's not, it doesn't show you, but it's exactly the same password for the execution account. Also, install WSUS and prepare the WSUS. Install SQL and SQL reporting services, and here there is a warning about if the SQL reporting service, this is a known issue in Microsoft. Sometimes a service doesn't start, then you need to look after this hotfix 922918. Basically, it asks you to change the timeout for the service. Now install IIS, registry stuff like that, and so on. Now, if I open here as well the ECM logs, now you can see extra stuff that has been done. For example, ADK setup. Then we have here installed config manager toolkit, pre-requirements, SQL WSUS logs. And if I open the prerequisites here, I have already, because this is 2012, ask me which type of file I want. I have already the trace32. Now you can see here the it's on the trace32 format. Now what I'm going to do is to click OK, but just before, let me open here. We have the SQL installation. On the SQL point of view, if you open the SQL Measurement Studio, it prepared the minimum value and maximum value for the SQL as well. Let me just show you. This machine here has 4 gig of RAM. Now it's going to and it's going to have the config manager installed. Now it's going to give you minimum value for the SQL and maximum value for the SQL for the memory. We are going to have a look shortly. Just a moment. Oh, it's coming. Let's connect to the server. Let's see properties. Memory. We have here now is 1229 megabytes minimum value and 2000 as maximum value. This is because the SQL is installed in the same as the config manager. If you look at Microsoft documentation for the CAS, the minimum is 8 gig. Now this value here is going to be at least 4 gig. Now it actually gets the minimum value right now. Now let's click OK here to restart the computer.